So what's been going on the last few months?
It's been kind of crazy. So back in the end of 2020, I realized I needed to bring in another screen printer into the shop. So we brought in my dude Josh, just to keep the press spinning, keep the orders coming in, because our time got just flooded with all the other things that we wanted to do.
Really, the biggest thing was that Jonathan was able to start selling a lot more jobs, and so that press was just going.
It made a huge difference, and it really helped us scale up our business.
Josh left, I had this brilliant idea that things could just go back to how they were before, with me running the company, me doing all the other things that, you know, a boss does, and print orders and mix ink and do all the things that it takes to get orders in and out the door. I was completely wrong.
All of a sudden, jobs are stacking up and the press wasn't really spinning because we just didn't have the time or the manpower to get that done.
You know, and it was more complicated orders. It was more and more colors and discharge and water-based, and
we even had a brand reach out to us with like a 13 color design, and I had to use some design magic and break it down to like a 6 color design just to fit on the press that we're running right now.
And so there were some times where Jonathan had to kind of go back to his old like grinding mode of after hours printing. And you know, when you've got a young family, like that's tough, that's hard on you, and it takes a toll. You know, after a while it can get a little you can get discouraged easily.
We just needed more time to get everything done. You know, we had shirt orders rising, but on top of those, we also had content creation and other jobs that just took a lot of time. And I realized I hit my bottleneck and I needed to do something drastic to be able to continue for all of us to, one, love our jobs, and two, still enjoy what we're doing and be able to give each area of the business the right allotted time, because we just want to do everything, you know, to our best ability. There were some moments where we all felt a little overwhelmed. You know, it was tough. You know, there was some times where it was just stressful days, tensions rose, punches were thrown.
Jared and I are trying to like crank on video and design work, and that's bringing in funds and all, but you know, t-shirt jobs and design, they kind of work together. Even with the video, is that whenever we have more shirt orders, we're getting more work in all the other realms of our business, and everyone's being elevated. But when we can't keep up with that stuff, then we're not able to do as much. And we all felt that.
I realized that something's gotta change.
Like we had to do something different because what we were doing was not working.
I was talking with the guys and I made a decision that I never thought I would make. We're buying an automatic press. That was never a part of the plan. I remember having early conversations with Corey in the garage of like the DNA that I wanted to create with this business.
He wants to have all these different small, local, hand-pulled screen printed shops.
You know, after hiring Jared, 2-3 years ago, it just totally changed the business.
We started doing content creation. We launched a YouTube channel. We started doing tutorials and teaching people things, and we really dove into that world. And so our whole business shifted. It was still very much printing. It needed to be. Printing is the core of what we do, and it kind of bleeds into everything. But things really were different.
What I didn't realize as an entrepreneur back then is the fact that business changes. You make decisions that have domino effects and ripple effects that get you to a different area that creates even greater opportunity if you go this route opposed from the route you were on.
You know, our goal nowadays is really, we want to provide quality content that is helpful and informative to people starting screen printing businesses, starting design stuff. We want to be able to help people. So with us doing YouTube and all the production studio side of everything, it really just made sense to maybe, I don't know about put aside the dream of having all these little shops, but really to embrace the realities that we need an automatic press.
So we put a down payment on a press, and then the unfolded craziness of trying to get a shop ready for this press to come in, and that, you know, our new location, our new studio, not being that type of building to where you have, you know, everything's already done and you just got to throw some paint on the walls and then get some electrical in and then your press shows up. Not our scenario by any means.
So we get this email from a company that we really never expected to send us anything.
So we had a meeting and we kind of shared our vision and what this new season was going to look like for us. Our goal moving into 2022 was really to kind of document the entire process of what it was like to transition from a manual print shop to an automatic print shop. Because there's so many things we don't know. There's so many things that we are gonna have to learn, fail, try again. You know, that whole process is gonna be really valuable information. And we were gonna use our platform to share with all the people that follow us what that transition looks like.
They loved that so much that they had to get involved.
They loved the idea, they loved the vision, they loved all the stuff we were talking about going from manual to auto.
I'm stoked to let you guys know that we are partnering with Anatol. They are fully hooking up the new location with every piece of equipment we need
so that we could share our journey with the screen printing community and maybe help some shops with that transition. That's crazy, man.
Again, we are just so grateful that Anatol would, you know, reach out and, you know, put skin in the game really and really change the future of this business and the future of my life, of Jared's life, of Jonathan's life. It's really going to change everything for us.
They invited us to come out to the headquarters. They're only about 4.5 hours away from us. And so we got to, you know, drive up and take a little road trip and go see the headquarters, see where they're, you know, putting all the presses together. And we just asked a ton of questions and learned really a lot about how the equipment works, because a lot of Anatol stuff just operates a little differently. And it was really rad to see the stuff they're doing. There's some pretty cool things they're doing in the industry.
I'm so excited. I'm blown away. I'm still a little stunned that they want to help us so that we can help educate anyone that follows our channel.
We've been spending the last couple months getting everything ready in this new studio to outfit it with all this brand new equipment, and we're freaking ready. So when's the equipment coming?